Welcome back. In this video we'll be looking at the mission You Found Him. This one's been giving a lot of people some aggro, so let's get straight to it. The first thing we need to do is open the object dropper menu. You can do this by pressing the left shoulder button while you're off your board. To move the camera around, you can use the left stick. The right stick will change where the camera looks, and the up and down arrows will raise and lower the camera. To create a new object, you need to press X. Here, you can select one of the categories, misc, ramps, and rails. You can cycle between the categories with the left and right shoulder buttons, and the left stick will let you select an object. Once you've selected an object, you can add it by pressing A. For this mission, we need to use Ribs flat bar. Now, while the object's selected, you can move it around with the left stick, and the right stick will rotate the camera around it. To raise and lower the object, you need to use the up and down arrows, and X will snap the object back to the ground. To rotate the object, you need to hold the left trigger, and then moving the right stick left and right will rotate it, whilst moving the left stick up and down will adjust the pitch. Just be warned, the pitch is related to the angle you're looking at the object from. Should you need it, you can reset the object's rotation by holding Y. Holding the right trigger while you've got an object selected will let you move the camera independently of the object. Once you've got the object positioned how you want it, you can place it by pressing A. If you have multiple of the same object, you can now place an additional copy of it. Once you've placed an object, you can interact with it again by positioning the cursor over it and pressing A. You'll know when you can interact with it as the cursor will turn smaller. Once you've selected an object, if you hold the right trigger, you're able to select multiple objects and move or recall them at the same time. You can recall an object by pressing and holding Y while it's selected. Finally, throughout the map there are various objects you can interact with from the object dropper. Now, let's talk about the massive issue with this mission at the moment. Simply put, it's bugged, but under the right circumstances, you can still get it to trigger. I'm going to place a marker, then grind the rail and pop out of it like it wants us to. Notice how it didn't trigger when I did it. This is the bug. But if I teleport back to the marker, it keeps making me bow. This is actually a really old bug, but it's going to save the day. Notice how after a few attempts of spawning back, I'm on my board, but my feet are stuck in the board. This is the critical step. Now, spam the dismount board button until you get off your board. Then, whilst running, remount the board and do an ollie. This has cleared the bug what makes us continually bow, allowing us to teleport back and try again. For some reason, now, if we grind the rail and pop out of it, the mission will trigger. This is clearly broken, but I've been able to consistently get the mission to trigger when doing these steps. I'm not promising this will work for you, but the fact I can get it to repeatedly work for me makes me think it's worth mentioning. I'm really not happy with this solution, but it appears from my earlier video this week, it is at least helping some people get the mission to trigger. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video where we'll be looking at the mission Pressure Flip Park. Until then, take it easy.